kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's gay?
50 Cent is...
50 Cent is not ready to let go of his problems with his ex, Vivica Fox. This time, he made fun of her for getting some cosmetic surgery at almost 60 years old. Vivica's new look has been a big topic on social media for the past few days. And whenever she is trending, you can be sure 50 Cent is not far behind. As expected, he had something to say. At first, it looked like he liked what he saw. People even started saying that he might still have feelings for her. But very quickly, things changed. 50 Cent was acting normal with Vivica at first, but then suddenly, he started attacking her. He said her body was ruined because of surgery and that she would not be able to find another man. But everyone knows Vivica is not someone to mess with, and 50 Cent just learned that again. She did not just reply to him, but she also made some big claims about him. She said he is on the down low and that he would not even know a real woman if she was right in front of him. This is getting serious, so everyone should get ready for the drama. The lovebirds are back again, but this time, they're not making any trouble. I will be honest, her choice to change her body surprised many people. Of course, it is her body, and she has the right to do whatever she wants because she is a grown woman. But she has always looked beautiful, and her body has always been perfect, so that is why it was so unexpected. But to be fair, people have been talking about her body for the last few years, even though it does not really make sense. People are saying she looks different from how she looked in the past. They keep talking about how she does not look the same as she did in her old movies, especially Kill Bill, which came out more than 20 years ago in 2003. But these comments do not make sense because a woman's body changes with time. She was in her mid-30s when she did Kill Bill, and now she is almost 61, so of course, she does not look the same. But like I said, she still looks very beautiful for her age, and she is still special in her own way. Imagine how surprised everyone was when she showed her new look a few weeks ago at a meet and greet in Houston to promote her hair brand. Nobody was expecting it. She walked in with confidence, ready to show the world her change. She has always worked hard and stayed focused on her goals, and this moment was just the same. Some people may ask why she made this choice, but in the end, she did what made her happy. Life is all about growing and changing, and sometimes that means doing what feels right, no matter what others say. As expected, the internet went crazy because it is not common to see a woman in her 60s getting a BBL or big cosmetic surgery. Yes, it happens sometimes, a little nip and tuck, maybe a facelift, but most of the time, the people getting BBLs are in their 20s or 30s. Fans had a lot to say about it. Some people were happy for her, while others thought she was doing too much. One person commented, "I think people should do whatever makes them happy, but she needs to slow down. She already looks good enough." There were so many different opinions. People had a lot to say about her age and the surgery. Some thought she did not need any more work done and that it was too dangerous. One person wrote, "At her age, she does not need any more surgery. It is very risky. Older people do not know how to age naturally anymore. They always try to look 35 forever. It is embarrassing. This is not safe for a 60-year-old, do you not think?" And of course, to no one's surprise, it did not take long for 50 Cent to join in. He left a comment saying, "Wait, let me see." At first, people thought he was making fun of her with that comment, but then he added, "Who said I was going back? Man, I am not going to lie, that booty was good though." It looked like he was trying to be playful or maybe even a little flirty. Fans started to wonder if he still had feelings for Vivica and if he would give their relationship another chance. But before anyone could think too much, he went right back to being the same 50 Cent everyone knows. He quickly changed from flirting to making fun of Vivica again. Out of nowhere, he posted a video of her where she looked different, and her body did not look the same as it did on Instagram. It seemed like he wanted people to make fun of her because, at the end of the video, he added a picture from her Instagram that was clearly edited. Now, I am not going to lie, Vivica did look different in the video compared to the pictures she shared online. But to be honest, that is normal. Almost everyone looks different in videos than they do in their edited photos on social media. Every celebrity edits their pictures on social media, whether it is with filters or Photoshop. Social media is not real, and 50 Cent knew exactly what he was doing when he posted that picture. He wanted people to talk about her, and not in a nice way. But Vivica is not someone to mess with. According to an insider, she is not surprised that 50 Cent is acting like this because he has always been this way. She feels his comments are mean and unnecessary, and it seems like he is just trying to create drama for no reason at all. She has warned him to back off, or he will find himself in big trouble. And to be honest, knowing Vivica, I would not be surprised if she does exactly what she said because these two are as messy as it gets. They broke up more than 20 years ago, but somehow, they still find time to take shots at each other. If there is one person who can keep up with 50 Cent, it is Vivica. Their relationship has been a wild ride. One moment they love each other, the next they cannot stand each other, and then they go right back to throwing shade. It all started when they first met at the BET Awards in 2003, when 50 Cent was completely amazed by her beauty.
You know, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
Fast forward to the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and they made it official. They walked the red carpet holding hands, making it clear to everyone, no more rumors, no more guessing. They were together, and they wanted the world to know. Now, let us talk about their superstar era. 50 Cent was on top of the music world, releasing Get Rich or Die Tryin', and selling an unbelievable 12 million copies worldwide. At the same time, Vivica was also doing big things in Hollywood, proving she was a star in her own right. Vivica Fox was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, giving hit after hit with movies like Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food, Two Can Play That Game, and Kill Bill. She was at the top of her career, and when she and 50 Cent got together, they looked like the perfect power couple. They were enjoying the spotlight, and Vivica was falling for 50 more and more every day. He treated her like a queen, and for a short time, they were the kind of couple everyone admired. 50 Cent seemed just as in love with her, and there were even rumors that he was planning to propose.
But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias.
He's very romantic, and he's like a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
And see, I know that side of him, and he's very sweet and very kind and gives the best hugs.
What was supposed to be a 12-carat engagement ring turned into just a pair of earrings. The reason? Vivica did something that upset 50 Cent, and he changed his mind about proposing.
Is it true that you turned the 12-carat ring into a pair of earrings?
Yeah.
Now, let us talk about how their love story fell apart because it happened fast. It was like a house of cards, one small thing, and everything came crashing down. Privacy did not exist for them, even back then. They were always in the spotlight, and every little thing they did became news. And let us be honest, having your personal life all over the tabloids is not good for any relationship. Then there was the age gap. It was not just a number after all. Vivica was in her late 30s, while 50 Cent was barely in his 20s, and that difference started to show. At just 27 years old, 50 Cent was not the most mature person, and that became a big issue. But the real problem? He could not keep their relationship private. If there was a microphone, a camera, or even just an open window nearby, he was talking about their personal life. Vivica was not happy about it. Who would want their private moments turned into a public show? You would think that at 27, he would understand the importance of keeping things personal, but clearly, he did not. With no privacy, a relationship that became public too soon, and 50 Cent's habit of talking too much, this love story never stood a chance. It fell apart quickly, like a firecracker on the 4th of July.
But it's all good, you know?
Okay, and I guess he went on his European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
No, the relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You found out on the radio?
Yeah, my friend called me. I was in Baltimore filming The Salon.
50 Cent started feeling like his tough guy image was being affected, and instead of handling it like a grown man, he decided to end things with Vivica. But did he sit her down and have an honest conversation? No, he did not. Vivica did not even hear it from him. She found out she was single while listening to a radio show. Imagine waking up, turning on the radio, and realizing you have been dumped on air. That has to be one of the worst ways to find out a relationship is over. But 50 Cent did not just break up with her, he completely disappeared. No call, no text, not even a simple message to explain. He just vanished like nothing ever happened.
Dump you or you dumped her? Be honest.
Okay, I ain't calling no more.
Oh, really?
I have to stop calling.
Really?
Well, what happened?
She told you to stop calling?
Nah, I stopped calling. I feel like,
He disappeared just like a magician at the end of a trick, leaving Vivica completely heartbroken. And if that was not bad enough, he did not just walk away quietly. He made things even worse. Instead of leaving things peacefully, he started talking about their relationship for everyone to hear. Instead of keeping it private, he spilled all their personal business. And to make it even worse, he had the nerve to say that Vivica was using him for attention. When people asked him about the breakup, he could not even give a clear answer. One moment, he acted like he was the one who ended it, and the next, he made it sound like she was the one who walked away. He even said, "I just stopped calling," as if that was a normal way to break up with someone. Then, he claimed that her team, especially her publicist, was using him for publicity. It was obvious he was trying to make himself look like the victim, but the way he handled everything only made him look worse. He tried to explain himself, saying, "She could not have been using me for publicity because, in a way, I was the hottest thing out there. If that was the case, we would not have been together in a real way." But then, he admitted that the real issue was the overwhelming attention their relationship received. In the end, he confessed, "What really ended things was how fast we went public. It was just too much, too soon." He even called it a huge learning experience, admitting that it was his first time dealing with something like that. It was clear that, looking back, he realized their relationship just could not survive all the pressure. Vivica looked back and said, "I should have taken more time to really get to know him before making things public." And honestly, she had a point. But if there is one thing everybody knows about Vivica, it is that she is not someone you can just walk over. She was not going to let 50 Cent throw dirt on her name without saying something. She had no time for his nonsense and was not about to let him act like she was using him for attention. So, what did she do? She clapped back, and she did not hold back. There was no way she was going to sit quietly while he tried to twist the story in his favor. Vivica was not going to stay quiet while 50 Cent tried to twist the story in his favor. She made it very clear that she never used him for publicity, not then and not ever. And she was definitely not going to let him drag her name just to make himself look better. If he thought he could play that game with her, he was in for a big surprise.
Anyway, the relationship didn't work out, but the press lasted a lot longer than the relationship did. So, I mean,
why do you think the press does that? Why do they, vilify the woman?
Even though 50 Cent was the one who ended the relationship with Vivica, he still could not let it go. Instead of moving on, he stayed petty and even took shots at her in his music. One clear example was in his song Get in My Car, where he made sure to throw shade at her. It was like he wanted to keep the drama going, even after they were no longer together. In his song Get in My Car, 50 Cent did not hold back at all. He rapped about how he could play with a woman's mind until she believed she was his wife, only to leave her like she never mattered. He even mentioned Vivica by name, saying he thought their relationship was real, but by the next week, he realized it was nothing. He made it look like he was never serious about her, making her look bad in front of everyone. Vivica was deeply hurt by the song and said it was both heartbreaking and very embarrassing.
And after that, his people got in touch with my people, and next thing I know, we were on the phone. And my birthday was coming up, and He's such a gentleman.
Like the troublemaker that 50 Cent is, he did not stop at just personal insults. He even took a shot at Vivica's career. When she was part of the show Empire, he did not hold back from making fun of her. In an interview, he blamed the show's drop in viewers on what he called too much gay content. According to him, 3 million fewer people were watching because of that. 50 Cent made a comment about the latest Empire episode, asking if people had watched it and saying the extra gay content and celebrity drama were too much. People immediately called him out, and he faced heavy criticism. Instead of admitting he was wrong, he tried to brush it off, saying, "It must be a slow news week." Now they will say 50 blamed Empire, losing 3 million viewers on too much gay content. He claimed he only mentioned Cookie calling him and that the storyline was ruining the show. Then, as usual, he took the chance to promote Power, saying everyone was now waiting for it. He even tried to turn it into a little rhyme. But Vivica was not going to stay silent. She made sure to respond and let him know exactly how she felt. He turned things around on him, exposing his hidden secrets and suggesting there might have been something going on between him and Soulja Boy behind the scenes. George, what did you think when 50 Cent blamed the drop in ratings for the second season on rumors about being gay? First of all, it is like the pot calling the kettle black. That is what I am saying. That was some serious shade, major shade. So, are you suggesting that 50 Cent is? Applause, oh my goodness, please. What girl, we need to talk after this episode is over. Wait, Vivica A. Fox? What are you trying to say? Well, I mean, he did not give you any reason to think anything, but he just seems like there is something that is not very clear about him. So, are you saying that sometimes when people deny something too much, the truth might actually be right in front of them? Absolutely. I will never forget that Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy. It made me think twice. Then, 50 Cent responded to her with a really strong reply. He said, "Oh no, now she thinks I am gay because I let her do that. Wait, I did not want her to. She forced me and my hands were tied." It was like something from 50 Shades of Grey. Vivica kept the fight going by posting a never-before-seen photo of 50 wearing makeup. She wrote in the caption, "Here's the deal, 50 Cent. Since you keep telling lies about me, I challenge you to join me on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. We can settle this once and for all. And you know it, Queen. We could keep talking about these two and their history of going after each other for no reason, but I think you get the point." Vivica can be messy, but when it comes to 50 Cent, he is the one who usually throws the first punch, always coming for her, just like he is doing now with her body. We all know how 50 Cent's childish behavior caused a breakup because he wanted to look tough. Well, according to Vivica Fox, he is doing the same thing again right now. At first, he said her body looked good and even. He hinted that he might be interested in something, but as soon as people started talking about how he still clearly likes her, he quickly changed his approach. He posted that strange video of her body to make people laugh at her on social media. However, according to someone close to the situation, Vivica is done with 50's games. She is now telling him to stop talking about her, or there will be trouble. As I mentioned before, she is one of the few people who can stand up to 50, and she still knows some things about him that she has been keeping quiet, or so they say. He might want to be careful. He clearly does not want any trouble with BBL Vivi, because he knows better. These two are as messy as it gets, but I really want to hear what you all think about Vivi going after Viva for no reason and then threatening to share some secrets about him. Leave your thoughts and comments below, and then check out the next video. BBL Vivi, BBL Vivi.